Hello, I'm Angela Singleton with Singleton Educational Services. Today's video is about earning college credit before you finish high school. Why might you want to do this? Well, the reasons are numerous. Some students simply want to get a head start on their future degree. A big reason? Saving money. College tuition is expensive. And if you're earning college credit in high school, you're not paying full tuition unless you're at a private school. So dual enrollment credits can be earned free in the state of Florida if you're at a state school. They can be earned, well, college credits can be earned through CLEP exams, ACE exams, and AP exams. Those are anywhere from free to very inexpensive. Some students simply want challenging coursework. Let's face it, some high schoolers find high school classes too easy, and they really do want something more challenging. Now, many students seek college credit early because they want to shorten the amount of time that it takes them to finish college after high school. If you earn your associate's degree, you may only have 2 years left to finish your college bachelor's program, depending on the major. Now, some want to explore new interests. My son took advantage of this. When he started dual enrollment, he realized he didn't have to take just academic courses. He could actually take electives for fun and study theater or photography, videography, visual art. There's so many options. Some students need college credit to help them with their college applications. Depending on the school your child's applying to, it might be required. Maybe the school is so academically competitive that if your child doesn't already have college credit, they're not even going to be able to get in. There were some schools my daughter has been looking at that require homeschool students to have dual enrolled. So if she hadn't already been in a dual enrollment program earning college credit, she actually wouldn't even qualify as an applicant. Now, back to that, earning college credit early can boost the GPA. Your grade point average can make or break whether or not you get into a college program, depending on how competitive the school is. Now, that GPA also helps determine whether or not your child will get academic scholarship. It's one of the criteria, including their ACT and SAT score. So it's important to know what incoming freshman applicants at your child's schools look like on a competitive standpoint. Is the incoming freshman class from the year before, is it really high academically on a GPA or not? If it's really high, then make sure your child qualifies, right? So if you're targeting a school, say the University of Florida, and the incoming freshman GPA is maybe a 4.5, I can't really remember what it's been, but if it's above a 4.0, then your child needs honors classes, AP classes, or dual enrollment classes to help them have a high enough GPA to qualify for the program. All right, now, some students simply want to complete some of their general ed credits ahead of time to reduce the amount of time they're in college or to give them the opportunity to double major. Have you thought about that? Maybe a double major or a major with a minor would be really beneficial. I know of many music majors in college that realized, oh, it's hard to make a living after college with a music major. Maybe I need to add an academic major as well. This applies across the board. This could even be an engineer that has multiple interests. Maybe they choose two forms or two programs of engineering to major and minor in, or maybe they add an art degree with engineering degree. I mean, the options are endless, but isn't it beautiful to give your child more options than to limit them? Now, some students really need the college credit to help them be academically competitive for scholarships. Let's face it, college is so expensive. And the more scholarships your child can qualify for, the better. Now, here's one word of advice. Don't push your child into earning college credit if they're not academically ready. It's so important that parents understand the child should not be stressed out in high school, all right? But if your child is breezing through their high school classes without really being challenged, if they're bored, if they simply want to seek something extra, then you may want to explore these options, okay? But don't stress your child out. Now, there are 4 ways to earn college credits before graduating high school. You can take CLEP exams, you can take AP exams, you can complete dual enrollment classes, or you can take ACE exams. I'm not going to talk a whole lot about the ACE, but we do have friends using this program to help their child earn college credits. The reason why I don't talk a whole lot about it is because these credits are not accepted at very many schools, and your degree programs are very limited on how you can use them. I will, however, spend most of our time talking about CLEP, AP, and dual enrollment. Now, CLEP exams. I've had many high school friends or high school parent friends say to me they had no idea what CLEP was. They had never heard of it. What is it? Do schools take it? They had only heard of AP and dual enrollment. Probably because our private and public schools only offer AP classes and an opportunity to dual enroll at a college. So CLEP exams. These are exams that don't necessarily have a specific course your child takes before they take the exam. There are courses available through Modern States, which, by the way, if you take the Modern States course and your child passes the tests that they include, you can earn a free voucher for a free CLEP exam. Okay, just a little tip there. You can create your own course if you would like, or you simply could have your child study the general topics covered in the course and then take the exam. I've also known students to use Khan Academy to take an AP course, right? And then take the CLEP exam instead of the AP exam. Okay, so cost. The College Board charges $89 per test, and then your testing center may have another fee, anywhere from $20, $30, maybe even $40. You'll need to check with your local testing centers to see what their fee is. Oh, testing centers, geez, we should talk about that one. I found most state colleges, specifically the smaller schools, to offer a testing center where your child can take CLEP exams, okay? Um, some universities also offer this, but not as many. College credit is offered. So if you look at this list of exam options on the right, okay, each of these exams provide 3 to 6 credits of college credit if your child passes. Now, which schools take CLEP? Well, not as many schools as which take AP, but a lot of universities and colleges do take CLEP. You can go to the CLEP website listed at the bottom of this slide and visit their page for the schools that accept CLEP. Now, I'll also tell you from experience that their page is not completely updated. So sometimes I actually go directly to the university or college page and look to see what their CLEP acceptance is, right? So we were looking at University of Michigan and Yale and University of Miami and Indiana University and several schools across the country, even Rice University, okay? We were looking at all of these schools just to see, do they take CLEP? And much to my surprise, many of them do. Not all, but many of them do. So it's important to target the CLEP exams that these schools will take, all right? You don't want to spend a lot of time studying for and taking CLEP exams if your child's target school won't accept them, all right? So make your plan according to the school they're targeting and what will be accepted. Okay, so now, how can I document this on the transcript? If your child's in a public or private school, you don't get to document it. If your child's homeschooled, you can choose to document it. So at one point, my daughter had studied American literature. She studied this through her curriculum that she was doing in middle school. Now, I realized there was a CLEP exam for this. So we took a look at the CLEP exam and realized she had read most of the books on the list. And she was very familiar with some that she had not read that were also on the recommended list. So she took a practice exam to see how she would do, and then used some videos that she found online to help her better prepare for the book she had not read. She was also encouraged to actually pick up some more of these books and start reading them. She spent her 9th grade year actually preparing for several CLEP exams, including American literature. And she went ahead and tested. She passed them all. It was quite remarkable. So she spent 9th grade just studying for CLEP and AP exams that she had already covered material for, just reviewing and preparing. And then she took her exam. So she passed the exam. That means 1, she's earned college credit. And 2, since she actually did study for these exams, and I essentially created a course to help her prepare for the exam, and she had previously completed coursework towards these exams, I went ahead and wrote up a course description for the courses for these exams. All right, and I actually included her scores as part of her testing criteria and how I assessed her for her grade. So these are just more options homeschoolers have. We can include all of the things our child does towards their high school credits issued and to build their transcripts. Okay, so how can you study for these exams? You can self-study. You can buy the College Board CLEP study books. We have several of them. You can purchase or borrow from the library a big book of collection of CLEP practice tests, and you can have them use that to kind of gauge where they're at. You can find YouTube videos that are targeted towards helping students prepare, and sometimes you can find AP courses through Khan Academy that are very similar in content. You can use those to help your child prepare as well. Now, can you earn an entire degree through CLEP? No, you can't. But you can take care of several general ed credits. Now, AP. AP is also offered by the College Board. AP courses are also available through public schools and some private schools. We even have homeschool groups online that teach AP courses for a fee, but you can take them that way. Now, it is highly recommended your child actually take an AP course of some sort before they take the AP exam. If you're in public or private school, it's required that you take the course before the exam, but if you're homeschool, it's actually not required. You can enroll your child for the exam all on your own, whether or not they've taken the course. However, you cannot document AP credit on a high school transcript for a homeschooler unless your child has taken an AP course, right? And if it's a homeschool AP course, then the parent has to have certification for that AP course from the College Board. Now, I posted a video earlier this week helping parents know how exactly they can become AP certified. So if that's of interest for your homeschool, follow that video. It'll walk you through step by step on how you can become certified. Now, the list of courses available through AP are numerous. I didn't take time to create a list for our slides, so go to the AP Central website and take a look for yourself. The cost. If you are enrolled in a public or private school, your school covers your exam fee. If you are a homeschool student, you have to pay this fee on your own. When we took the AP exams, it was $100 per exam. I'm not sure of any voucher that will get around that. So if you're a Florida homeschooler and you wish to acquire a free course and exam, I recommend you either take it through a public school or you take it through Florida Virtual School, which is also a Florida public school, but it's not your local school, okay? So those are your two options. You have to take it through a public school source. Now, college credit is offered, and it varies based on the course you take and the exam you take, sorry, and the score. So some exams, like say AP biology, depending on the score your child receives, changes the college credit that is issued. Now, the caveat with all of this, including with CLEP, the college your child applies to and essentially enrolls in after high school has their own acceptance level for these exams. So while CLEP or AP may state that your student earns 6 credits for this exam if they get a passing score, the college they go to may or may not honor that. They may change what it issues. So there was one university we looked at that actually gave 6 college credits for passing CLEP biology or AP biology. 6 credits. We were shocked. That was not the case at other schools in Florida or elsewhere. So definitely check with each school to see how they accept each of these exams, right? And what scores required, because some of them, a score of a 3 on an AP is passing and you get college credit, but some schools won't take a 3. They won't give you college credit. They want a 4 or a 5. So again, it's really important to understand how each school is going to use these and how much credit applies and what courses they apply to. Something else that is difficult is not all colleges accept these scores at all, right? And some of them might accept it for, say, a non-major. So my daughter wants to be a music major. She was advised, do not take the AP music theory because we won't accept it. Oh, wow. So if you're not a music major, they will accept it. But if you are a music major, they won't. Good to know, right? So it's important that you check. All right, so how can I document this on the transcript? Well, if you're a homeschooler and you have the AP certification as a homeschool teacher, you may document it on the transcript as an AP course, okay? And then you may award it on a 5.0 grading point scale, all right? Now, how can you study for these? Well, you can create your own P exam, your own AP course. You can enroll your child in an official AP course, or you can use Khan Academy's AP courses. You can create your own course. There's so many options on how you can satisfy this. It's important as well, though, follow the College Board AP course recommendations to guide you. They give you lots of information, and it's important to know AP is heavy in essay writing for most of their exams. So keep that in mind. Now, can you earn an entire degree with AP? No. Again, you're going to take care of some of your general ed credits. Dual enrollment in college. Now, this tends to be a favorite for many, not all, but for many. Think about this. Like, why might you want to dual enroll? Well, depending on the school your child dual enrolls in and the program that they're in, they may get to take courses that are completely outside of general eds. They may get to explore things outside of the major that they choose. They may get access to university software that they wouldn't otherwise have, like engineering software, CAD design software. If they take art classes, they might get access to the art studio, to a photography lab, to a digital media studio. There are so many advantages that you might find. Say they enroll in a theater program. Did you think about your child having the opportunity to take theater classes at a college level? That could be pretty intriguing. What about if they want to take music courses? Some colleges offer private instruction for credit for free if you're taking it through the Florida Dual Enrollment Program. That's quite the advantage for students that we wouldn't normally have in high school. Now, some homeschoolers don't have an opportunity to actually do lab experiments at home. Many of us adapt our home so that we can, but maybe we're limited, or maybe the kits that we buy are super expensive. Well, your child might be able to take college labs, right, at the university or the college. That's a great advantage for our kids to show that they've already had experience in a laboratory at a college setting. Now, other advantages include the opportunity to earn an associate's degree and sometimes a bachelor's degree. Now, from what I've seen, if your child dual enrolls at a university in the state of Florida, they can't earn a degree. I haven't seen a university program for dual enrollment that offers a degree that can be earned, but many of our state schools, many of our state colleges do. So it's important to check each program to see what options your child has. And the fact that some of these programs allow bachelor's degrees to be earned if your child starts dual enrollment early enough is fabulous if that's your child's goal, okay? So students can start dual enrollment in the state of Florida, well, as soon as they're ready, but that changes based on their school type. This is where homeschoolers have the advantage. So public school students and private school students can only dual enroll junior and senior year. Homeschool students can dual enroll for free as soon as they qualify by test score. Now, it also might have additional requirements. That's true. So let's see. Some schools only require a test score, could be ACT, SAT, or PERT. Others require that your child also has high school courses that have been completed on their transcript, or that they have a certain GPA. So again, you're going to have to call the dual enrollment programs at each school and ask what the requirements are. But the main one for most is the qualifying test score. And early dual enrollment, meaning before 11th grade, is really, really strict for most of these schools, okay? But it's not difficult for many students to qualify. Now, a state school versus a private school. If your child dual enrolls at a state school, it should be free, but you'll want to check with the dual enrollment program and read your articulation agreement to make sure that it is documented as free, okay? Private schools, however, are going to charge. They're going to charge tuition, they're going to charge for books, they're going to charge for lab fees and everything else. So it's important to understand the difference. So if you are a homeschooler, according to the newest laws, your child should qualify for free dual enrollment books and supplies under state schools, okay? Now, if you're an umbrella school student or home educated umbrella school student, you're a private school student. So unfortunately, you don't qualify for these perks. You don't get free dual enrollment, you don't get free books. and lab fees. You're going to have to register as a private school student, and your umbrella school has to have an articulation agreement with the school that you apply to. So if your umbrella school doesn't actually have an articulation agreement with the schools you want to apply to, unfortunately, you don't get to dual enroll. You'll have to make a school choice change, okay? You'll have to switch to homeschool or switch to maybe enrolling in your public school in name only or something else, okay? All right. So what's best for your student? Well, this is going to be very student dependent, and a little bit depends on your family and what your family can offer your child, right? If your child doesn't have transportation to a school to take classes on campus, then they can only take classes online. Not all school programs offer online classes. So between CLEP, AP, ACE, or dual enrollment, you're going to need to assess your child's academic readiness, right? And your availability. Now, a huge one, the rigor of coursework. If you enroll your child in an AP course, meaning at a public school or a private school, it's a rigorous course with a lot of work and a lot of essay writing for many of the classes, okay? So if your child's not good at essay writing, but they're pretty decent at multiple choice test taking, then aim towards CLEP exam credit, okay? If your child's great at writing and they do very well with essay writing and they love the challenge of coursework, the extra work, then AP might be great. If your child is, pretty good at working at an accelerated pace, but doesn't want all the extra rigor maybe or unnecessary added assignments, they just simply want to complete a course and earn the credit, not have credit based on an exam, then you want dual enrollment, all right? So again, your child's plans after high school are the most critical determination fact for which type of college credit you're earning. Hands down, that's the first thing you have to consider, okay? Now, you also need to consider what major or college program is your child aiming for. Some of these have different types of college credit they accept or don't accept. So you'll want to look at that. You also want to look at which colleges or universities are targeted in their requirements as a high school applicant for their college program. And you want to look at what dual enrollment programs are available to your child, okay? Yeah, your county may not have an articulation agreement with universities. It may only have an articulation agreement with one state college. You'll have to look and see so you know what options you have for dual enrollment. Okay, now a huge question and concern that parents talk about, and it seems to be quite the debate and a lot of misinformation. Will college credit change my child's scholarship opportunities? Okay, there's two ways to look at this. One, having chosen more rigorous high school coursework, right, meaning AP and dual enrollment, improves your child's GPA. That should help them qualify when they get to college for academic scholarship consideration. Now, usually when people ask this question, they're concerned about if my child's already earned college credit, they might enter as an incoming college student after high school and not be a freshman. Will this hurt them, and will they not get freshman scholarship consideration? In most cases, the answer is no, this will not hurt them. When they apply to college or a university after high school, they are considered an incoming freshman because it's their first time being enrolled full-time in college, okay? So this shouldn't hurt them. Now, if they are a transfer student, meaning they couldn't get in academically as an incoming freshman, maybe, maybe it was so competitive for their specific program that they missed the GPA or the SAT or ACT requirement because there were so many more students above them, right? So in that case, then maybe they're able to transfer in because they earned an associate's degree in high school. Okay, transfer students have different scholarship considerations in most cases. Okay, so this is a question you definitely want to ask each school as you target how you're going to apply and how you're going to finish the high school years. Some parents are concerned and won't let their child finish an associate's degree because they're worried they won't get the scholarship. But if they call the school ahead of time and ask, if my child has an associate's degree that they earned in high school, can they still apply as a freshman? The answer should be yes, they can still apply. I know of a family whose child just finished their freshman year at the University of Florida. And their child had applied for consideration at UF and many other schools, knowing that they would be completing their associate's degree in high school. They applied as an incoming freshman, okay? Now, the child just barely missed the cutoff academically to be considered as an incoming freshman. The school then changed the student's application status to transfer student so that they could still be admitted to the school under a transfer. So ask the schools, will you automatically make that change in application status? Or do we need to make that change ourselves, or what do we do? You need to ask ahead of time so that you know how to send in the application if your child's going to have an associate's degree before they graduate high school. Okay, so how to get started. Now, CLEP, you simply select your courses that you want, you study for the material, you study for the exam, you sign up for the exam through College Board, and you take the exam, okay? AP, select your course, sign up for the AP course if it's through a school, or create your own. The parent educator should seek AP certification and sign up for the exam before February. The cutoff at most public schools is February. Complete your coursework, prepare for the exam, and take your exam. Dual enrollment. You need to apply to a dual enrollment program. Some of these colleges or universities take applications every semester to start the following semester, or some of them only take applications in the spring and they cut it off after that. And so you can only apply once a year, okay? You then work with your advisor to select your classes. So if you're at a private or public school, your private or public school advisor selects these courses for you with the college. If you're a homeschool family, then your homeschool parent works with the college advisor to officially schedule the courses. And then you take your classes. So with CLEP and AP, you have to pass an exam to claim your credit, okay? With dual enrollment, you have to just take the course and you've earned your credit. Now, something to know about AP, it's not just passing the exam. Your child actually has to score in a certain top percent of all of the test takers to earn their score. I can't remember the exact percentages, but it's like a certain percent gets a 5, a certain percent get a 4, a certain percent get a 3, a certain percent get a 2, and a certain percent get a 1. And so it's really academically competitive to get a 3, 4, or 5. So take a look at that, all right? Your child could do phenomenal on the exam. Your child could know the material inside and out. But if they didn't score in the top, say, 10 or 20% of the exam takers, they might not earn college credit. So keep that in mind, okay? CLEP has a very set exam score. You get I think it's a 50 or higher, like a 50 out of 80 if I recall. Get 50 questions out of 80 correct type of situation, and you pass, all right? So take a look at that. Dual enrollment, you simply pass your course, you earn your credit. All right. If you have any questions or need any guidance or assistance or would like a consultation or help with planning your child's high school years, for college credit or anything else, reach out to me. I'd also appreciate it if you would like my YouTube channel and follow me on Facebook. All right, see you next time.